Wow, there's already a shit ton of people in here. How's it going? Knee up. My legs hurt so bad. Oh, I don't have my patch on. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys can hear me nice and clear. What up, Amanda? What up, Bubble Tea? What up, Curly Tail? This chat is going so fast. No, you're modded still. I see you're wrenched by your name still. Hamburger Lynn. Starter Junkie. Can you react to my response video? If the chat like slows the fuck down. Fuck. I done fucked everything up. First live I've actually didn't miss, dude. I have to go to the hospital tomorrow. Oof, Ember, I'm so sorry. I had my tonsils out when I was 5 years old, I think. I don't remember much, but apparently I was a pain in the ass. Got my jar of pickles. I'm ready, bitches. Yes, pickles, bitch. I hope you got your ice water, too. Cheers. Cheers to everyone. Cheers to all my petty pals. Oh, shit. I forgot to eat my cheese. Fatima S. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for the super chat. You'll get to see my new GIF, I think. I think it'll work. Hopefully it works. I'm going to eat a Babybel cheese. I know I said I'd never eat on camera, but I'm so hungry and I haven't eaten anything today. I have eaten things today. I literally channeled Amberlyn Reed right there. I've eaten things today, but I'm fucking hungry. I'm going to eat this real quick. Ooh, yes, girl. Yes. I love these little Babybel cheeses. Every time Michael says Amber, I'm going to take a shot. Oof. I'll try not to say it too much. I miss mac and cheese. I'm a low-key, honestly, since my surgery or whatever, I haven't had pasta. I miss pasta a lot. I miss like chicken Alfredo and like all that good stuff for bolognese. I fucks with the mozzarella ones really hard. Yeah, the new Barbie girl gif. I destroyed that cheese. So excited for AmberCon. I'm excited for AmberCon too. Let me finish eating this. Gotta chew it up good. All right, there. I was just eating a Babybel cheese. Fat Farms. On my electric scooter at Walmart watching you right now. Thanks, that's awesome. I'm still gonna do a day in the life of Amberlyn Reed video because I'm fucking petty and I don't give a fuck. I don't care, like. And I've been like, let's get to talk.
On my electric scooter at Walmart watching you right now.
Yeah, bitch. But there are like literal things that I can't do that Amberlyn does. So one of those things being I'm not about to get on a fucking scooter at Walmart. Like, that's ridiculous. I have more self-awareness than that. Opinion on Snapchat Riyadh. I have a couple opinions. A couple people already know my opinions on that. A couple babes know my opinions on that. I think it's funny how she was going through that whole her whole depression thing or whatever, but she still got them Twitter fingers fucking going because she called Zach out on Twitter So I don't know. I have a hard time really like believing a lot of her bullshit. So I got you on the big screen tonight. Oh shit. We in full HD.
You're hilarious, Michael. Can't wait for AmberCon.
Thank you for the super chat, CC. Pooter Scooter. Oh my god. See, that's one you probably heard that or whatever, but that's like one thing after like getting gastric bypass is like your like body makes noises that you're like you have no control over. Like like I'll be like sitting places and trying to be quiet and all of a sudden you're like or whatever. It's just like, oh god. The new GIF is giving me horrible flashbacks. EastEnder, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, it's so sweet. AmberCon 2018 gonna be fucking lit. We've already been talking a little bit.
AMBERCON 2018, can't wait.
Law, it like spelled it out. That was so funny. I'm pretty fucking excited about it. I think it's gonna be funny as fuck. I think it's gonna be pretty organic. I'm not coming with like tons of talking points or whatever, because I think it's gonna mostly happen organically. I think because we're 5 unique individuals. Thank you so much for the super chat, Courtney. Thanks, boo. So I think that like we are pretty. I think the conversation is going to happen pretty organically, and I think we all come at this whole like topic in different ways, in vastly different ways. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be pretty good, and I think you guys will enjoy it too. I think Amber will enjoy it. So yeah, a lot of people were asking me like if I feel bad about doing the AmberCon thing now with all the stuff that's been going on with her, and I don't know, like I watched the Snapchat rant, and there's a lot about it that obviously bother the fuck out of me. The thing that really gets me a lot about her issues with her mental health and her Jay London, thank you so much for this super chat. Are you going to review the newest Amber Lynn video? Otherwise, her audition for My 600 Pound Life. I'll review the new one. I don't know, dude. I watched some of it, and I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't really want to like pile down on someone who's like. I was gonna talk.
Are you going to review the newest Amber Lynn video? Otherwise, her audition for My 600 Pound Life.
I love how it paused between pound and life. But hello fellow sleever. Hello Sonia. Hope it's all working for you. It's hard for me. Willow's not gay. Willow's straight, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, he's straight. And his girlfriend is fucking gorgeous. If I could like come back and as another person, I'd come back as Jamie. She's fucking gorgeous. I don't want to pile on someone who's clearly going through shit, but I feel as though it's all just a way of her getting more sympathy, and it sucks because I honestly have a hard time reconciling the fact that like she is a person. I understand. I know a lot of people don't think that I have a heart, and they probably think that like I'm just cruel fucking asshole who comes on here and like just tears this person apart. But I do honestly, deep down on like a human level, want her to be better, right? So but it's hard for me to really fucking empathize with her or even feel sympathy for her because of her actions. And I'm one of those people who I have hard lines in my life. And it's been a blessing and both a flaw of mine, where if someone is clearly in the wrong or clearly just acting a fucking damn fool, I don't associate and I I don't give a lot of chances to people like that. So I do think that she's going through something, but there's no self-realization happening and there's no action happening. Like, so I don't like, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to sit here and like, I'm going to take it easy on her. I'm going to da-da-da-da. Like, because the truth be told, like, yes, do I make petty ass fucking jokes? What up, Zachary? Do I make petty fucking jokes? Like, absolutely. And I'll own that. Like, I make fucking really biting, really controversial jokes about her. And it just is what it is. Like, and there are times where I say things and sometimes I feel like, fuck, I went too far. And there are other times where I say things, I'm like, well, it's not the worst thing she's ever heard. And it's not, you know, I'm not doing significant damage, I feel. So, I don't know. I just go back and forth with, like, I guess the ethical and morality issues with that. Willow was kind of talking about that in his live stream the other day. And we're going to talk about it a little bit when we go to AmberCon. So, can't stay long. I'm going to yoga again because, wow, I guess that's a thing I do now. Dude, yoga is cool. I honestly need to start going back to yoga.
What did you think of Goorl's new video today? Tears of joy.
Thank you so much for the super chat. I'll react to it. I'll react to it in a little bit. I only watched the first half of it, but I'll react to some other parts of it. Do you think she will ever get better? I don't think so. I just don't think there's an incentive for her to get better, right? So I don't think that, like, she's at a place where there's a reason for her to want to get better. I think it's easier for her to eat whatever she wants and then go on YouTube or Snapchat and play vastly different people, right? That's the other thing that gets me is, like, there's not a lot of consistency in who she is, right? So on YouTube, we get a part of her. On Snapchat, we get a part of her. And then on Twitter, they get I don't know what she does on Twitter because I can't see her on Twitter. But she gets another part of her. And I just wish she was, like, the same person throughout. And then I think maybe people would actually care for her and give her a second chance. I think that she should just stop YouTube for a little bit. I think that would make the most fucking sense. I think that if she just if she took a month off, Shaquana Jefferson said this in her video last night. If she took a month off of YouTube and then came back and said, this is what I learned, I think that would be way better. I think, honestly, that would make way more fucking sense. Be like, just take a month off of it because you're going to still make money. You may not make $11,000 like you're bragging about on your Ask FM right now, but, like, you'll make enough money to survive, and maybe you need to know what it's like to, like, not have $11,000 of disposable income every month. And maybe you need to, like, maybe that would help her really check her eating. And, you know, but I don't see that happening. And I think that would be, I don't know. Like I said, I think she would still gain subscribers. I think she would still get views. But I think there's just too much incentive for her now to, like, continue down this path. So I don't see it changing much.
I adore your content. Heart.
Jay Linden, thank you for the super chat too. Here's the real thing. What if there was an Amber Lynn X's panel at AmberCon? That would be hilarious.
Here's the real thing. What if there was an Amber Lynn X's panel at AmberCon?
I would, like, hope that if someone did if they were willing to, like, talk out a little bit about her, if that they were truthful. That's the other thing that really gets me too is there have been times in Amber's life where people have come out and said things about her that knew her on a personal level. But there doesn't seem to be someone who's brave enough to just really tackle that beast head on. No pun intended. So, I don't know. Because people have come out and said, and then she lies about what they say. So it's, I don't know, dude. It's this weird world that we live in. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Nat Bites Back, thank you so much for the super chat. Sharing my 10,000 with you, but She won't take off. She needs those coins. She wants those coins for Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, and journals and water bottles and all the other dumb shit. I did not. People are talking about Chantal or whatever.
Sharing my $10,000 with you, bae.
Fuck, dude. My tweet today was obviously about Foodie Beauty because someone did reach out to me and was like,
she won't take off. She wants those coins for Cheesecake Factory.
They were talking about, because I stopped watching her when she was doing her. I don't watch Chantel. That was the thing, right? Like, I don't watch her. Like, some people in the chat were like, oh, like, you should react to her Fat Girl Files or whatever. That stupid thing she did where she talked about having dingleberries and, like, people picking cock out of her butthole. Like, that shit was, like, crazy. And so I reacted to that. And then, like, she got all pissed at me. And then, like, she wanted to throw my surgeries in my face and da-da-da-da-da. Dana's still regularly engaged with me on Instagram, but she never shares tea. We just chat about life. That's fucking really interesting. That's super interesting, Zachary. That's crazy. I think Dana learned her lesson because she has in the past talked out about Amber Lynn and then it got around. And I'm sure as much as people don't want to admit, especially people who don't have an audience, it is probably terrifying to go against Amber Lynn because of her track record, right? So I just subscribed to ALL, 13,700. Holy shit. I didn't even realize I was at 13,700. That's crazy. Honestly, this amount of subscribers, like, fucking trips me out. The amount of subscribers we're all getting trips me the fuck out. Like, me, Zachary, Sarcastic Potato, Willow, Cunt, everyone that's been doing, like, videos and stuff lately has been just getting a shit ton of subscribers, which I think says a lot about her fan base. She said on her Ask FM or whatever, she thinks only 40% of her viewers hate her or are hate watchers. Girl, you get like 80 to 70% dislikes on your videos. So I don't know. That math isn't correlating for me. It's not adding up. But yeah, Dana learned her fucking lesson. That growth. Ooh, yes, that growth. That growth, girl. I have a smudge on my glasses. It's bothering me the fuck out of me, so I'm gonna take them off. I'll just have to strain my eyes to read. Oh, I was talking about Foodie Beauty or whatever. She said that she's not gonna try to lose weight or she's not gonna count her calories and do her portions and stuff like that, and she's just gonna continue doing mukbangs. I think she saw that her videos weren't getting as many views as she thought, and it's easier to like get food and record yourself and get fucking views that way and make her money. I really think that's what it was.
AmberCon greater than Woodstock.
Ooh, that's a bold statement, Hope. But thank you for the super chat. So I don't know. I don't see how you can. There is no. I don't know. Oh my god. If you are morbidly obese, and I'm not even I'm talking about super morbidly obese, where you have like 200 pounds to lose. Like over 200 pounds to lose, 250 pounds or whatever. Because what, she's at 370. She's 5'1", 5'2". So her weight should be like 120 to 140. Like, and you have tons of weight to lose. I don't see how doing mukbangs is going to get you to that weight loss. I just don't see it. And it's clearly you need some money. So you're just going to, you throw up your hands and you're like, well, fuck it. So I don't know. I think if you went and saw any nutritionist, any doctor, any dietitian, and you were like, yeah, I'm super morbidly obese, but I do these mukbang videos, I think one of the first things they're going to tell you to do is stop doing mukbangs. And as someone who has been who is morbidly obese or whatever, one of the first things I remember my nutritionist telling me was like, you need to stop eating food in bed or like in front of the TV. So like whenever I eat now, I don't eat in bed. I'll eat snacks and stuff at the computer, but I won't, like if I'm eating a meal, I eat them at a table. I eat them at the dining room table. It forces you to like really focus on what you're eating and what you're doing. I don't take my phone out there. It forces you to like really be accountable for what you're putting in your mouth. I don't think mukbangs and stuff like that really help with that. And the amount of shit that you get for it isn't worth it. I don't see how it could ever be worth it. It's just my opinion. She might strike this channel down now or whatever because I talked about her, but we'll fucking see. I don't know. Nothing's happened yet. I don't want to knock on wood. Vanity affair, doing it for the gift flaw. I feel you on that. That's good advice. I usually eat while watching TV. Yeah, don't, if you're having weight issues or whatever, and you can control when you have your meals and where you have them.
Doing it for the gift.
Don't eat in front of the TV. Try to eat at a table somewhere. Ale 100% loves that haters, especially when people like Zachary Michael and Mike Petty focus on her because they're entertaining and they keep a crowd. This all makes her feel validated in her choices. Yeah, have you seen Hungry Fat Chick before? Yeah, I did my Nikocado avocado theory. There's a clip of her in there where she's being
funnel fed. Have you seen Hungry Fat Chick before?
You know, I didn't really know who Candy Fox was until very recently. She followed me on Twitter and I followed her back. I fucks with Candy Fox a little bit. She's really down to earth and she's really chill. Because in that Snapchat rant, Amber was talking about how she doesn't understand why people can go and talk about dumb things according to her, and they just film themselves talking. I love listening to people talk if they have a valid opinion and they're very there's some introspection happening and they're giving a new take on like what they're dealing with. And I think it's cool to like hear someone's opinion on things if they have like an informed opinion. Amber Lynn doesn't do any of that. Amber Lynn phones it in every time she does one of those sit-down videos. So I don't understand how she's comparing those two things. I don't know. Thank you so much for this super chat, Lil Bish. Lil Bish. Candy Fox is actually genuine. Yeah, she seems genuine to me. What if Amber went silent for months and came back like 100 pounds thinner? I would fucking give her a standing ovation, to be real. I'd be like, thank God you're like taking your life into your fucking hands and doing it. You know? That will never happen though. Nick is losing his mind. Stopped watching him. I can deal with Amber lying, but I can't deal with him man crying every 2 seconds. He's fucking... I don't even understand how his shit's still monetized, to be real. He's fucking out of his fucking mind. I don't get it. You're my favorite person to watch, listen to. Oh, thank you. I've been thinking, you know, Willow talks about doing podcasts and stuff like that. I've wanted to do a podcast for a really long time. I just don't know what I would talk about. A part of me like wants to talk about like what I watch on reality television because I just love reality television. That's one of my guiltiest pleasures is reality television. But yeah. I would just need to find like some fucking later, Zach. Have fun at yoga. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Dude, tomorrow's gonna be or Saturday's gonna be lit. Tomorrow's gonna be lit too. I'm going to medieval times tomorrow for my birthday. So yeah, I'm excited about that. We're going at like I think it's at 8 or something. But we're going for my birthday. Do you listen to Stassi's podcast? No, I do not like Stassi. I am not a Khaleesi. I don't fucks with her in the slightest. The podcasts I listen to are Watch What Crappens, Sexy Unique podcast. I listen to Dumb Gay Politics, but that's not a reality television one. When is my birthday? My birthday is August 28th, but my classes start on the 27th. So, and my friend Chloe is going to Italy for a while. She's going to be there for like 5 months. So we're doing this now while she's still here. Monica B, thank you so much for the super chat and thank you for a happy birthday. I'm a Virgo.
Happy birthday.
I'm a Virgo. I'm August 28th, so I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo in every sense of the word, too. Like, I don't really believe in astrology that much, but when I read things about Virgos, I'm like, that's me. Or when I meet other Virgos, I'm like, we're Virgos. Like, some of my best friends are Virgos. And Aquarius. Nope. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Libra, Ancha, darling. Every time I see a Libra, I think of Miss Cleo. Yep, that's the daddy. What do I... oh, the casting? I don't know what it is, to be real.
I think Al still loves Destiny but stays with Becky.
Agreed. I think Destiny was like... I think she did more with Destiny. It seemed like she did way more with Destiny. Why did I switch mugs? Because Ricky and Eric has the same one. No, I'm kidding. I mean, yeah, too. That's true a little bit. But I still have that mug. I use it. I just don't use it on stream. Amber is not doing 600 Pound Life or Dr. Phil. Honestly, I don't know. I could see her on Dr. Phil because Dr. Phil's had way more irrelevant people on fucking his show before. So, I mean, why not? Dr. Phil loves exploiting people and their mental illness for views, so... Sussy Wolf Cat, thank you so much for the super chat. Michael, have you seen the channel called The Ghost of Mobility Mary? Yeah, I love Mobility. Mobility Mary is a godsend.
From this Aries.
She's a national treasure. I love Mobility Mary. Have I seen? I have not, Ebony. I can go to your channel real quick. If I can click on this, oh my god. Well, this is weird. I'll check him out now, though. Oh, this is like on YouTube Gaming. That's really interesting. Dr. Phil asked last year and Amber refused. See, my thing with Amber Lynn is she realizes if she does this show and they're not coming to her home and like she has to go to LA or whatever, she has to get on a plane. She has to fly there. She has to do all that. I mean, if she really has car anxiety and stuff like that, then I don't really see how she's going to be able to get on a fucking plane. Like, okay. What kind of nursing do you want to do? ICU, preferably. In the long run, I would love to be like a certified nurse anesthetist. That would be like the dopest job ever. Because there's a lot of autonomy in that job. For real. Like, I said I mentioned you already.
Donate to GoFundMe to free Becky from her overlord.
And I don't really want you to spam my fucking chat. Like, it's fucking annoying. My mom is an ICU nurse in New Zealand. That's fucking dope. Michael, have you seen the music video for Twice as BDZ? I have not. I saw a thing about it, but I haven't seen it. Hello from Australia. Oh my god, Australian viewers. I can react to the I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna react to the new Amberlynn video. I don't know. I feel like this could get me in a lot of trouble, but we'll fucking do it.
Hi.
Hi. What I will do too later is after it's processed and everything, I'll download it and clip it and then upload it back onto my channel. So Starting medical assistant training next month, girl. Yes, dude. You better do it, bitch. Better do it. Do you watch Zachary Campbell? I have no idea who that is. Let's do this, though.
Hi, I'm Amberlynn Reed. I am 27 years old and I am 529 pounds.
Oh, she gained weight. She gained weight, though. That's not good.
I'm sure you have seen the comments and you've seen the videos. You've seen the live streams and the forums.
Oh, is she talking about me? She's talking about my live streams? Is that me she's talking about? Drary07, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you.
Did you watch Dance Moms?
Yes, I watched Dance Moms. I love Abby Lee.
Forums where people create scenarios, rumors, and situations to manipulate other people's opinions of me.
See, this oh my god, this like bothers the fuck out of me so much. It bothers me so much with her because she's a victim in all of this, I guess. The thing that gets me is people don't make up rumors. I mean, people make up rumors about her. I'm not gonna lie or whatever. But most of the time, people call her out on the bullshit. So it's like, I don't see how that is like someone is manipulating her audience. Like, you have to take some ownership in the fact that this is what you created, right? So when people come onto my channel and they like want to like cut the tea and like blah blah, like be like messy and all that stuff, like I'm not gonna turn around and be like, I don't understand why everyone's so messy on in my comments. Like, not that y'all are messy or whatever, but y'all are funny and catty and like you just fucking shoot the shit, and I fucking love it. Like, it cracks me the fuck up. But I would not sit here and then be like, why is everyone doing this? Like, you have to like take some accountability for like the way your channel has for what it is now. Like, this is your doing. No one else did this to you, right? So you vlogging your life and you going back on your word and you lying constantly and you constantly playing the victim has, in turn, this is what has come from this, right? This is what you have produced from all of this. This is your doing. This is no one else's doing. Hey, Willow. So, like, that's my thing. That's, like, one of my biggest things is, like, take some accountability for what you did. Like, I remember when Leafy was doing his stuff, right? And, like, he got a lot of shit for it. And you would go in his comments and, like, of course, like, that is, like, I don't think he expected anything different from like his viewers and stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't understand why she's saying that like the world or the audience is being manipulated. How? By like holding you accountable and holding your feet to the fire? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. Lil Bish, can you react to more of her vlog type video? Yeah, I can. Thank you for the
Can you
chat.
react to more of her vlog type vids?
I'm not a liar. I'm not a deceiver, and I don't manipulate people.
You do, though. Like, every video you do is you manipulating your audience to get some kind of reaction or some kind of sympathy or to get some kind of troll. Like, the videos she was posting lately of her, like, dancing and, like, her makeup tutorial or makeup thing or whatever, it's like, I don't know. You know what you're putting out into the world. You have to have some kind of you have to take some kind of responsibility for that. Like, you dancing in that is, you don't think people are going to be like, why is she doing this? You're clearly doing this to like get views and to get clickbait. And that's why you pick those thumbnails. Like, it bothers me.
In my opinion, I am misunderstood. I've also been given several chances to prove myself.
And you've let your audience down so many times. Like, that could not be a truer thing that she has said, is that you've been given several chances and several opportunities to prove yourself and to do the right thing. And you consistently don't. So, like, what? Everyone's supposed to just give you more chances now? Like, I don't get it.
I'm the girl who buys tons of jewelry to somehow hide behind a super morbidly obese body. I buy tons of journals to write a story I feel like I'm never gonna complete. I'm moody, I'm a mess, I'm restless, I'm depressed.
Someone brought this up in my group or whatever, and are those lyrics to an Ashley Simpson song? He was saying that those are the lyrics to Ashley Simpson's fucking. I'm gonna look him up right now. Ashley Simpson song. I can't remember the name of the song. Pieces of Me. Yes, Pieces of Me. Let's look it up real quick. Pieces of Me lyrics. Let's look them up. On a Monday I'm waiting, Tuesday I'm fading, blah, blah, blah. I am moody, and messy, I get restless, and it's senseless. She did pretty much just, like, full on just, like, copy some Ashley Simpson lyrics. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead, dude. Oh, shit. He was right. I can't.
I'm the girl who hasn't left her bedroom in 5 days. Of course, I leave to go to the bathroom or to get something to eat.
I love how she has to add that, like, of course I get up and go to the bathroom. Bitch, I would hope. I would hope that you're able to get up and use the bathroom. Jesus. I hope you're not just fucking letting loose on those sheets or whatever.
I haven't brushed my hair in about a week. I feel defeated, lonely. I do YouTube for a living. This is how I pay my bills.
I'm over the jump cuts.
This is how I eat, pay electricity. I have a roof over.
Notice how in her priority list of things that are important for her, she did this in the Snapchat rant too. She's like, this is how I pay my bill. This is how I pay for things. This is how I pay to eat. It's always eat. It's always food first. If you've noticed, it's eat, then electricity, because we all know we got to have the internets. And then it's shelter. It's not shelter, food, then electricity. It's always food, electricity, then shelter. Every time. Every time.
Over my head, a pillow to lay on at night. I come from a very, very toxic and unhealthy family. When I was 9, I was taken from class by a cop who took me and my brothers to a children's shelter. From then on, I became a ward of the state, and I was in foster care until the age of 18. My parents were drug addicts. They neglected me. I lived in a trailer that was falling apart with mold and holes. I saw my dad hit my mom more times than I can even count. In school, I was known as Fat Amber. On YouTube, I'm known as the most hated YouTuber.
I mean, I don't know if I would go to, like, the most hated YouTuber. I mean, I can name a few people that people can't fucking stand more than you. Like, I'm sure Logan Paul got way more fucking haters than you do. I'm sure FouseyTubes got way more fucking haters than you do. I'm sure I can list a shit ton of more people. Jake Paul has way more haters. In fact, anyone a part of, like, Logang or, like, fucking, what is their, I don't know, dude. I'm not 12 years old, so I really don't know what Jake Paul calls his people. What are they called? I'm sure someone will fucking say it. But to make that same, like, I am the most hated person on YouTube, girl, like, if you probably wish, like, you'd be making way more money if you were the most hated person on YouTube. Like, come on. Onision, yes, that is another one. People fucking hate Onision. So, like, I don't know, like, I think people are just tired of your shit and your viewers are tired of your shit. I don't know if that would make you the most hated. Like, oh, and also her talking about her past or whatever, I honestly would not be that opposed to Amberlynn discussing her past. I would not be that because I do think I think Amberlynn's been through some shit. I mean, obviously she's been through some shit. Team 10, that's what they were called. Tana's most Clout Gang, hate them. I really don't like Elijah Daniel either. I'm gonna put that out there. Fucking love Christine. I can't stand Elijah. But I think that her past is very interesting and unique, and if she came at it with, like, a more healthy, thought out, articulated way of talking about her past and, like, how she's trying to overcome it. I'm not going to say she's overcome it because she hasn't, obviously. I feel like that would be more relatable to people than doing these depression rant things, right? And I think that these are very touchy things because I do think that it's important for. I love how everyone's bringing up everyone that sucks right now, like Daddy05, the Laura Lee gang or whatever. Oh my god, that whole shit was hilarious. The beauty guru bullshit. But when you're talking about your life and you're talking about depression and anxiety. Like, I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from agoraphobia. Like, all those stuff, all I suffer from those two things mainly. I do kind of have depression, but like, I'm not that bad with that. It's a very touchy and tiptoey thing because it's unique to everyone and it's a case by case thing. I feel as though when Amberlynn talks about her depression, and I'm not trying to discredit her depression or discredit her anxiety because I'm sure she suffers from it. The thing that gets me is it's almost a caricature of what a depressed person is supposed to be, right? I feel as though she's read this on Wikipedia somewhere, or I don't know, she's read it in a pamphlet somewhere. And this is her idea of what she thinks her audience thinks that depression is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be someone who doesn't take showers, I guess, who can't leave their bed for days at a time, and obviously there's varying degrees of depression or whatever, but I literally ate that word, or whatever, and I just feel as though there's nothing unique about her depression, and there's nothing that like she's saying that like people don't deal with. The only difference is that instead of being a proactive participant in overcoming her mental illness, she decides to wallow in it and then profit off of it. So that's the difference, right? So because I've wanted to make a video talking about how my anxiety and agoraphobia have affected my life, but I manage my anxiety and agoraphobia. I'm not going to say overcome it because I deal with it every day. It's a battle every day. When she comes on here and she talks about how she hasn't been able to move for 5 days, or she hasn't taken a shower for 5 days, I don't think she understands what a luxury it must be to not have to be able to do anything for 5 days, because there's people who deal with crippling and debilitating depression every day. And every day they have to get up and take care of their kids or take care of an elderly parent and go to work and deal with the stressors of normal life. And they don't have the luxury of being able to just say, I give up and I'm just going to live in my bed all day. Like, I don't know. That's just like, I wish she had more awareness of what it's like to deal with depression for a normal person. Like, that's what I wish. I wish she had more awareness of what it's like for someone who's dealing with anxiety and depression and don't have the luxury of getting $11,000 a month for eating, like, I don't know. That's what I wish. That's what I wish. If she talked about something like that, that would be super fucking relatable. If she talked about how her depression is hard and it's hard dealing with the social media, because I'm sure it's probably hard, and then but she has the luxury of not being able to be bedbound, or like, I don't know. Like, I wish she would talk more about that, and then that would be more relatable to the audience, and I think people would give her a fucking break. I honestly do think that she would but she doesn't do that. Instead, she acts as if like her depression is unique to her and no one else, and no one else can understand. I don't know. Let's keep going.
I don't cry for views.
You don't cry for views? What the fuck? You don't cry for views? We got a car vlog of you having an anxiety attack. Like, I mean, I don't know. I understand that there are different kinds of anxiety attacks, and I understand that there's different ways that people have panic attacks. I know I have panic attacks. I have panic disorder. I have generalized anxiety disorder. Whenever I've had anxiety attacks, they've been so bad. I mean, I couldn't even get my phone out to call 911 one time. Like, my vision was so fucked and blurry, and I had my body was just convulsing so bad that I couldn't even get my brain to control my muscles enough to call 911 for help. I just had to sit there on the ground and just fucking like go through it and deep breathe my way out of it. Like, cause I couldn't do it. I didn't have the forethought to go through that panic. Cause I don't know. And so like for her to sit here and be like, I don't cry for views. You do a lot of things for views. Like, you eat for views, you fucking troll for views, and you cry for views. Like, let's be real. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get that from the people that I've talked to, because I go to weight loss support groups. We talk about our anxiety all the time. Like, when we are discussing and we're empathizing and we're relating to each other on this level, like we talk about what it's like to have a panic attack and what we do to overcome it. And, you know, I talk to my therapist about this all the time. Like, and I've never once been like, I need to get my camera out and record this so I can put it up on YouTube. I don't think that's a normal thought for a lot of people, you know? So it just bothers me or whatever. You know, a lot of people have said in my comments, I'm going to talk a little bit about it right now. I touch my face a lot. If you've noticed this, I touch my nose a lot. I bite my lips or I lick my lips, and I touch my face or wipe my eyes. If I'm really stressed out and I feel an anxiety attack coming, I don't want to call it a tic because it's not a tic. It's just a habit, a ritual that I do. I touch my nose because the first things that start going numb for me when I start having my panic attacks are my nose and my lips. And I have varying degrees of panic throughout the day that I go through. Like when I'm really stressed out, you'll see me touch my nose a lot and rub my nose a lot because it's me reaffirming in my brain that my nose is there and I'm okay. Or I touch my lips and bite my lips a lot. It's me, I don't know, getting some kind of sensation back into my lips and then just like existing. I don't know what it is. I've talked to my therapist about it before and she says that they're just my rituals or my tics that I do. I've tried to self-soothing mechanisms. That is what they're called. Oh my God, Addie, that is what she called them. I couldn't think of the word. Self-soothing mechanisms. That is what they are. And that is just like I don't know. And people have called me out in my videos about it. And I've tried to cut them out of my videos, but I talk really fast. And B, I do it so much that my video would be like fucking unintelligible at that point. So I've wanted to talk about that before because I am very self-conscious about it. There have been many a time I've been on blind dates and I've been on first dates and someone has said that to me, like 2 men have said that to me when we were out to eat, and he was like, why do you keep touching your nose? And it's such a fucking like, I don't want to, it's not embarrassing, but it's like you don't want to be like, I have panic attacks, and so when I sit here and I'm touching my nose, I feel like my nose is falling off my face, so I have to do it to like recheck myself to let me know that my nose is still there. And then you have to go into the whole like, well, why do you have anxiety attacks, Bo? And it's like, that's a lot to go down on the first date. People have said that at school, especially when I'm taking a test. I had a professor come up to me and he said, he's like, I noticed when you're taking tests because I do have, it's not disabled students or whatever, but the school does know that I suffer from anxiety attacks and panic attacks. And so I do have the option of taking my test by myself in like a private room, but I don't do that because I try my hardest. I've done that once, but I try my hardest to just be a part of the school because I just want to exist. I don't want to like, in my way, like with my behavioral therapist, my way of getting over things is exposing myself to things. So I'm going on this super long rant right now about my life. So the way that I overcome these obstacles or these barriers in my life is not by sheltering myself from those negative reactions or those negative influences. I try to tackle them head on, and sometimes I succeed in that and sometimes I don't. So there have been times where I've been in my class and my professor has pulled me aside after my test and he's been like, why do you touch your nose or your face so much while you're taking a test? Because he thinks that I'm like doing something mischievous or something. And I like have to explain that to them. And it's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. That was a fucking rant. And I hope you guys, I don't know. I've been wanting to talk about that for a long time because I notice it too, especially when I'm editing my videos. Like I do notice it, and I'm not embarrassed by it, but I've wanted to explain it for a long time, like why I do those certain things. I'll be at school sometimes and just like start doing like in 2 3 4s, out 2 3 4s, and people look at me like I'm crazy too. Like I sit there with my eyes closed and just go, because I feel the panic coming on, and I don't want to have panic attack at school because it's scary and everyone overreacts and it makes it worse.
Make videos about mental health, heart.
Thank you so much. So I I've yeah. I don't know. I've wanted to talk about that. There's been a lot of things I want to talk about. I've had a burst of like wanting to create like more content lately. I don't have a camera right now. I made the decision to get a new camera, but I sold my old camera. My new camera doesn't come until tomorrow, but I sold my old one on Monday. So I haven't been able to film anything. I've been thinking about these things in my head for the past week, and I guess now I'm just like blurting it all out there. But I'm gonna make videos about all this stuff eventually. But yeah. I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about originally, but yeah, let's keep going.
Eat for views. I live my life, although a dull one, and I just want to share it with everyone out there. I'm not a narcissist. I don't
I think you are, though.
use or mooch the people around me. I get told
I think she does, though.
constantly, Amberlynn, you're a liar. All you ever do is lie, lie, lie. What happens when my reality is different than yours, and really you're just going off of biased opinions? I love.
See, that's the thing that, like, are they biased opinions or, like, is your reality delusion? So, like, I understand, like, everyone's opinion has a bias. Like, there's no way to, like, live and have a objective opinion about things anymore because our experiences and our knowledge affect the way that we feel about certain things and certain topics, right? So, like, I obviously have a biased opinion when it comes to Amberlynn because I feel like she gives fat people a bad name by living up to every single stereotype that a fat person has to battle against every day. So I obviously have a feeling or a negative reaction to her already. Now, when I make my videos and I literally just play what she says against what she's said, that's just a fact. Like, when you lie and then we catch you in said lie, that's just what it is. You lied. No one is like trying to fucking like, no one's manipulating your words. No one's doing any of this shit. It's you literally lying, and that's just what it is. And I don't know how, you know, when I made the opinion or when I made the video saying Amberlynn Reid is fake news, I mean, I'm not a Trump fan by any means, and I don't want to get into this whole conversation about like Trump this, Trump that, blah, blah, blah. But like, I think one thing that most people can agree on is that he does not tell the truth all the time. And so I do look at her as the Donald Trump of YouTube sometimes because she's what she is saying, right, is that I make these videos and I get caught in these lies, but they're not lies. And I think she even, let's just keep going.
I love to dance and I love to sing. I have 3 fur babies that I love dearly. 2 cats and a dog. My cats are Wasabi and Rarity Gray, and my dog is Twinkie Star. Without them, I feel like I would be absolutely lost. I was never that great in school.
I will agree with her on that stuff. With my animals, they are my emotional support animals, whether they like it or not. So Moose, I'm sorry, but whenever I pick you up and I force you to cuddle with me, that just is what it is. Okay, I feed you, I pick up your poop. The least you could do is fucking cuddle with me every now and then, okay? Monk, he's way more into the cuddling because he's a dog. Moose is a cat. For all those, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much,
How
Chris.
does she not see the constant contradictions?
I don't know. We literally play them for her, and she doesn't see it. For those of you who don't know, I have this weird thing where I like to name animals after other animals. So I have a cat named Moose, and I have a dog named Monkey, or Monk for short. My dog Monkey, he's always down to cuddle or whatever. But my cat Moose, I love to cuddle with him more because purring is very soothing to me, and so I try to get him to cuddle with me more, even though he really doesn't like it because he's a cat. But yeah, he's not, well, I'm not gonna say all cats don't like to cuddle because there are cats that like to. My cat doesn't. He's a loner. He's me in cat form. He doesn't want to be touched. He doesn't want to be talked to. He rolls his eyes whenever I come and talk to him or try to pet him, and it's me, and that's why I love him.
Until I decided to go to college for criminal justice, and I fought so hard for straight A's, and I actually got them. When you put your mind to something.
Okay, I'm not gonna try to like, she don't respect the animals. I don't think she respects the animals. I'm going to quickly say, okay, Amberlynn went to ITT Tech. I'm not trying to like hate on people who've gone to those technical schools or whatever, but like ITT Tech was clearly a for-profit school. I think as long as you paid and you showed up, you passed. I don't think it was like, it's not like she was going to like a state-run school or like a community school. She went to a for-profit college, and for-profit colleges are known for like doctoring documents and not giving real actual accredited licenses to people. So I mean, did you go to school? Like, I guess technically, but like, you know, I don't know if I'd call it school. Like, let's keep going.
And you really try at something, you can succeed. When I see a homeless person, I give them money, even if they're gonna go buy alcohol. Both of my parents and my brother have been homeless before, so I have seen the true meaning of living a homeless life.
Knowing people who are homeless and living a homeless life are two completely entirely different things, okay? I know people who are drug addicts. Does that mean I know what it's like to be a drug addict? Fuck no. I know what it's like to be around people who are drug addicts. Yeah. So, I mean, those are two completely different things. I don't even know why she's even bringing that shit up. My dad and brother were homeless, so I know what it's like to live homeless. Bitch, you don't know what it's like to be homeless. Like, what the fuck? Like, were you homeless? If you were homeless, then you can talk about being homeless. But, like, if you'd never have been homeless, then you can't say you know what it's like to be homeless. Like, what the fuck? Like, that makes no fucking sense. Whatever.
I am a lesbian. I have a girlfriend that I love so much. She's patient with me and she accepts me for who I am. I don't know.
Does she, though? Or does she put up with it because you're the meal ticket? Miss
Just
Tiffany.
got paid today, so here ya go. Much love to you and I love your live streams. This is my happy place. Face massage Amber Lynn is the definition of narcopath.
She is. I think you meant I don't know what a narcopath is. I've never heard the word narcopath. I'm gonna look this up real quick because I was gonna say maybe you meant psychopath. But maybe a narcopath is a thing. What is a narcopath? Oh, narcissistic sociopath mix. Okay. What do you get when you cross a sociopath with a narcissist? That's the least funniest joke. That's funny. I didn't know. They move from 0 to 100 in seconds. They're broken records of compliments. A narcopath will sweep you off your feet, place you on a pedestal, then worship you from down below. They'll tell you the things that you wanted to hear, but listen closely and you'll notice that there's no more variation in their love monologues. They flatter you with comparisons. Your chemistry between the sheets is off the charts. Oof, God, I'm done reading that list now because I don't want to know about that. I'm not here for it.
What I want out of my life, and I feel like my thoughts are hard to convey. Everything within my mind is just jambled and confused.
Is jambled a word? I don't think jambled. I think she meant jumbled. Jambled. Well, Urban Dictionary says it's a word, but it's not what she's thinking. They're saying it's a musical jam session which includes spontaneous lyrical rambling. I think she meant jumbled. I'm gonna go with she meant jumbled.
Right now, I'm struggling. I'm caught in a situation where I don't know if it's...
Do you get audition tape vibes too? Yes, I do from this.
My antidepressant making me worse, or if my depression is so bad that Lexapro just doesn't work for me.
See, that's like a really... I don't know. I'm not her doctor, so I don't really know what the fuck's going on with her like medicine or her like physiological responses to said medicine. But I think it's a very large claim to be like, I don't think Lexapro works for my depression. You don't take it right. So like, how would you know? You never take it right. You never take it at the same fucking time. Like, you stopped taking it because you felt like it. So can we sit here and say that you don't know if your Lexapro works for your depression? It could very well work. You just refuse to fucking use it right. Like,
I haven't been able to leave this hazed mind for almost a week now. In fact,
she talks like she read this off Tumblr.
Could be anywhere right now. I'd probably lay in a field of sunflowers and just look up at the sky and ask why. Why me? I constantly...
Why? What do you mean, why you? Like, are you for real right now? Is that the amount? Is that the kind of pity party we're gonna throw ourselves right now? Because you're making $11,000 a month off YouTube, and you've eaten yourself to almost being immobile, and you want to look up at the sky and ask God why? Why you? Holy shit! If that's not the most entitled, bratty thing I think I've ever fucking heard. Why you, bitch? Why you think God is going to answer to you right now? Like, the fuck? I'm so confused right now. why you? Why, while there's people in Africa who are fucking starving to death, while there's people who are being born with incredibly debilitating physical handicaps, like but why you though, Amberlynn? Like, I can't. Like, she has no sense of like how lucky her life really is, to be real. Like, I'm sure she's been through some really fucked up shit when she was younger, but like, come on, like the fuck? Nope. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Love watching your videos, heart, after work.
Why me?
Wonder why was I chosen to go through the things I went through, to become 529 pounds, to have depression, and to have a whole huge online community.
See, this to me is like the personification of like egotistical. Like, why me? Why did I have to go through like this shit? Bitch, you're not the only one who's been through things. The fuck?
But
Thank
she's
so
agnostic though.
Chat. Thank you so much. Was it Chris? Yes, Chris. Thank you so much for the super chat. Why me though? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna do a video talking, because someone wanted me to do a video talking about my experience as an only child. I will do that eventually. Eventually, I will do that. Everyone's gone through things. As you grow up as an adult, you realize that everyone's got shit. Everyone's... Monica, thank you so much for the super chat.
She really doesn't understand how MH care works. It took me 7 to 8 tries to get on the right antidepressant. Face with rolling eyes, face with rolling eyes, face with rolling eyes.
Yeah, she's clearly uneducated and ignorant about like how mental illnesses are treated correctly. I mean, I know I've been on antidepressants before. I've tried 5 different ones. It's not a walk in the park, and you rarely do you get does the first one work. That's like a rarity. But the thing that like really gets me is like she has no sense of like how entitled her life really is, and like it fucking bothers me so much.
Hate me for something that isn't true. I understand when there's 2 stories, you want to choose one, and it sucks because one person is telling the truth, and yet she's perceived as the liar.
She's talking about herself with that sigh at the end. Bitch, people perceive you as a liar because you lied. Like, what the fuck? Like, am I missing something?
I am extremely empathetic. If I'm hanging out with someone and they're in a bad mood, I automatically take on their emotions and I become kind of in a bad mood.
See, I don't believe that one bit, because like you're constantly prodding people in public. Like, how many times have we watched her just completely tear Becky down in front of us? Like, or how many times have we seen her like force her will on other people and force Becky to take her out to eat?
Sorry, I'm late. Came flying in like a beanbag in a hurry.
That shit's never gonna get old. So like my thing is like we've seen her just completely force her will on people all the time. So I don't know why she's trying to pretend that like now she's an empath and she like is so affected by those around her. If you were really that affected by the moods of people around you, you would be constantly agitated then, because Ricky can't stand your fucking ass. So like I don't know like I don't understand what you're trying to convey by saying all this shit. I think you're just trying to pretend that like you care about other people when you really don't.
If I see someone crying, if they're a stranger, I follow suit and I feel their pain. To have that empathetic personality, it's bittersweet. Not only do I
are you really that empathetic to how people feel around you? Because you wouldn't put your girlfriend in the situations that you put her in all the time then. Right? By constantly like, I mean, I don't get it.
Take on the role of feeling everyone else's emotions, but I also have to deal with mine. If I was given a second chance and a clean slate, I feel like I would do everything differently. When I lay down at night with my head on the pillow, I wonder if I'll wake up.
She lied. She lied right there. It's not pillow, it's pillows.
And realize that everything was just a dream. The hate comments, the threats, being told I'm unwanted and hated. It's a nightmare that I live in my reality. More than anything, I want people to see me for the real person that I am. But rumors are like the plague, and I feel like it'll never stop. It'll just be a vicious cycle until the day that I die. I used to steal when I was younger. When I was a teenager, I rebelled.
She used to steal from her foster family. That's like real tea. Like she used to steal, like she would get money from the state, obviously, because she was a ward of the state. She would get money, like free school lunches. And then her like foster parents would give her money for lunch so she could have 2 lunches. That's true.
Against
That's not a rumor. That's truth. She said that.
everyone and anything that I can get my hands on. I would steal shoes from stores, makeup from stores. I didn't have anything. I didn't have anyone. I felt like nobody cared about me. So I started stealing. I was drinking and smoking all the time. My last year of high school, I finally got persuaded into doing better and really focusing on what mattered the most. My point is, I've made mistakes. I really have. And one thing I've learned from my mistakes is that when I admit to them, it doesn't make my mistakes right, but it gives me a chance to forgive myself. God, I love fashion so much.
This is, where the fuck did that come from? So it's just like talking about how she needs to ask for forgiveness for herself, and then it's like, you know, I need to forgive for myself and da 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 da. And then I love fashion. Like, this is, I hate her vlog. I hate the way she like cuts her shit. It really bothers me.
And I love makeup. I'm not in the body to where I can actually wear something or have my makeup be done and actually consider it beautiful. Have you ever felt like a monster? People stare at me like I'm like a creature from the ocean, and then I put myself out there on YouTube expecting some positive feedback or something. I was watching a YouTube video once and they said, don't listen.
Thank you for the super chat.
She doesn't have an empathetic bone in her body.
She doesn't.
To your bad commenters. Don't let them define you, but also don't let the good ones define you either. That really, really stuck to me.
Isn't that literally what Zachary Michael said yesterday or whatever? Like, I can't remember exactly what he said word for word, but he like made I think it was a quote from, was it Jefferson? I can't remember.
I always read a good comment and think that they're lying because I get so much negativity all the time. It's hard to believe anyone would like me. I don't know what my future videos look like or what my future looks like in general.
Bleak.
I have a therapist I'm talking to. I'm hoping that the therapist is a fit for me because I don't want to be wasting my time with someone who just doesn't get me.
See, to me, that was code for he's either going to tell me exactly what I want to hear or I'm bouncing the fuck out. That's what he's a fit for me. And if he doesn't tell me what I want to hear, then I won't pay him anymore.
Why is she trying to act like a poet? The cringe.
Thank you for the super chat. I don't know, because she thinks she's a writer.
Appreciate my subscribers, my views. I appreciate that I can make a living off of doing something that I truly enjoy. But right now, I'm currently not myself. Struggling with this dark fog has been painful. And then I go online and see horrible things being said about me and spread about me, and it just makes this process even worse.
This is totally a casting call tape. She's like looking down answering questions and the editing is all weird. Will you react to her recent vlogs? Heart.
I will. What vlogs though? I don't know what ones.
I don't know what kind of videos I'm gonna be filming. I don't even know how I will be feeling 2 days from now. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep pushing forward and I'll try my hardest not to let anyone down. I just want to end with, you never know what someone is struggling with. Just because someone gets up every day and goes to work or takes their kids to school does not mean they're not suffering. Don't believe everything that you read online. If you didn't hear it from me, then it's probably not true.
See, that's what really, that gets me right there. If you didn't hear it from me, then it's probably not true. Okay, Donald Trump, but like, what if we do hear it from you and it's not true? Like, what if you lie? Like, that to me is like, you better be a part of this fucking cult and you better be a part of the Get Along gang, or you're out. You're fucking out. Like, that fucking concerns the fuck out of me. Like, I don't like that. Like, you either are down or blood in or blood out. Like, that's some like gang shit. Like, I don't like that at all. That's fucking that's creepy.
And some advice that I'm giving you that I'm also giving myself: stop and smell the roses.
Stop. That's it. We're done. Girl, that ending though, if you don't hear it from me, then it's a lie. But what if you're what if we just put you, like, we don't, see, that's the thing that, like, with the haters or whatever, you don't really have to, like, try to discredit herself, because all you have to do is play her against herself. And, like, she lies all the time. So I don't know, dude. Like, okay, like I feel for her on a level. I do feel for her on a human level. I think she's fucking going through it, but you have to take some accountability for the audience you fostered. You did this to yourself. So I don't know unless you're willing to sit there and like actually take some accountability for what you did, don't expect everyone else to like handle you with kitty gloves. Like that's not how that works. I don't get it. The ending was talking to production, not YouTube. Expect to see her in Doctor. I honestly don't think Dr. Now would fuck with her that much.
I expect to see her in Office SMH.
She'd probably like accuse him of rape or something crazy.
The ending, she was talking to production, not YT.
Right? That's what it felt like. Sorry, I'm like, this shit's like really good, but it's super greasy. I have some Australian fans in here or whatever. Like, I bought this online on Amazon. Lucas's Pop Ointment. I can talk. And I really like it. I only use it on my lips. My friend used it on her bug bite, and she said it really helped. Dr. Phil would chew her up and spit her out. Yeah, see, that's my thing with Dr. Phil is I don't know if, like, he's the best fit for her, to be real. She's in control of what she eats. Yeah, or the binge monster is. I don't... Either or. Hold on, I got a message. Sorry, people were like Snapchatting about, or not Snapchatting, they were messaging about AmberCon. Can you talk about Mobility Mary? No idea her history. I honestly don't know Mobility Mary's. Amy, yes, hi. Thank you for the super chat.
Hi, Michael.
I don't know her history. The only history I know about her is that, like, I remember she had like a Yelp or a monster.com page or something. And she talked about how she was like a disability advocate, which strongly makes me think that like she goes around looking for like issues to like complain about to the school, to the city, and then maybe might in fact see some payout from it. So
Amber Lynn stole Ricky's ring. Watch Eric's vlog.
Digital Wonder and A, thank you for the super chats. She stole his ring? The fuck? What kind of ring?
Lots of love.
Sorry, I'm getting all these fucking messages all of a sudden. Michael, people sent screenshots to AL of the AmberCon live stream and event on Twitter. Law. Do you watch Charles Gross? No, I've only seen Sarcastic Potatoes videos about him. Michael, your face looks thinner. Thank you. I've been trying a little bit. I've changed my diet up a little bit. I used to not eat breakfast and I would only do protein shakes. I've been trying to get rid of protein supplements because they're making, this is going to be an overshare right now, but the protein supplements make me really constipated. So I've been trying to find other ways of getting protein in my diet without having to drink like Premier Protein and stuff, which I like, and I'll still drink them occasionally, just not every day. So I've been eating these chia bowls or whatever in the morning with like almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. Like you just like get I got chia seeds from Trader Joe's, and then you just put like 2 tablespoons of it in a little jar, and then you put almond milk on it in it, and then you let it sit overnight. And I've been doing that with like cut up strawberries and stuff in it, and I've been like really fucking with that. She stole his. What ring did she steal? I don't know. See, I don't like watching Eric shit because he's fucking boring as fuck. He's so boring. AmberCon 2020, Beanbag 2024, Crisco Babe 2020, Chia Pudding, yeah. I need to get some green tea matcha, and I'm gonna start mixing that in it too. Add blueberries. I'm gonna get blueberries. I tried to freeze it the other day, and I liked it, but then didn't like it at the same time. It made it kind of more slushy-ish in a way, but it was pretty good. It's a text. Thank you so much for the donation, CZ. And Miss
I
Tiffany.
feel ya on the protein shakes. I had to get a prescription laxative and it has really helped. Hashtag gastric bypass life.
Dude, yeah, that's... People don't really talk too much.
Amber's Valentine video crying about Destiny, tears of joy.
I think Willow did a reaction to that. They don't really talk too much about that in the gastric bypass community. It's like constipation. Dude, constipation is like the worst. It's the worst. I just use Miralax, and that does work sometimes. So. What video are y'all talking about? I really don't want to watch it though. His videos are so boring. Fuck it, we'll watch it. Let's just watch it together.
Hello people, so right now I'm here at Hobby Lobby.
I hate Hobby Lobby.
She's picking up some stuff. I don't know what exactly she's picking up because I think it's for me and my birthday. So I don't get to be a part of the knowledge or on the end on that to know what she's picking up. But they have a sale going on right now. On their
Dude,
stuff
shit's
here
so boring, or
for
I'm so
fall,
bored.
Home and party decor and crafts.
Because that's what that house needs,
So
more
I may come
shit.
here and get some stuff to decorate the house for fall or maybe even Halloween. I don't know. I may stop here with Ricky.
I don't understand.
a lot of the stuff
Their
is
lives would
really
be so
cool.
boring. They're so boring, like, to go and just look at shit all day.
Get some like table runners or like a table thing for the... Oh my god. Blanket scarves. I may want to get me one of these.
No.
People can sit there and say whatever. I'm like, oh, those are only for girls or women. I don't think so. I disagree. I think a guy looks good in a scarf. And here's like a black one.
Well, since when are men... I did not know that there was, like, men weren't allowed to, like, wear scarves. I see men wear scarves all the fucking time. Like, what the fuck?
That would go great with my pea coat where it's black. I may get that. Come back here and get that. I really like that. What is this? Oh, bibs. Oh.
I can't. I'm
August
skipping.
8th, and they already have Christmas stuff up here. Like, they have a whole section over there of Christmas stuff.
It's
I don't
Hobby
know.
Lobby, you fucking moron. They
I
have
don't
Christmas
really
stuff up
come
at
to Hobby
Michael's,
Lobby,
too.
So maybe it's like that, you know, people that do come here and they're like, yeah, they always do that around this time, but that's just weird. It's August, it's 4 months before Christmas, and they already have all of their Christmas stuff up.
It's a craft store.
Weird, man.
They probably have a
Weird.
Christmas aisle all year round.
So here we
What the
are up
fuck?
at the mall. We are
Now
at
we're back to
JCPenney's
more
right
shopping. Oh my
now.
god,
We're waiting
dude.
on Richard
It's a life
and
of just
Amberlynn.
shopping for shit.
Ricky ended up leaving work early today because some unfortunate, really bad, sad news happened. He has lost his wedding band, his wedding ring, and he does not know what happened to it. He cannot find it anywhere. He searched like crazy. So we're coming up here to the mall.
I don't know if, like,
the jewelry
losing your
store
wedding
mall where
band
we
is,
bought our
like, you need to
rings, and we
leave
bought the
work
warranty with
for.
them. So we're gonna see what they can do for us, but I don't really know what can be done because I don't know if it covers lost or stolen. Well, he brought the receipts and papers. He's bringing the receipts and all the.
They're not
papers
going to
up
replace a
whenever we bought ring,
stolen
so
ring.
hopefully they can do
That's not
something.
much
If not, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to
Thank you, Angela.
Count our loss and just try to get him a new one, which is really sad because, I mean, he's not really that worried about getting a new one. It's because the emotional, like, sentimental value that it means
Eric
to him,
is just the most boring person on
I'll see
earth.
you guys once they get up
He
here.
has like a unique combination of lisp and mumble that really gets me.
I'm a hairy unicorn. I'm a what? You're a hairy unicorn. And then I'm just like...
Oh, no. Don't do that. That's weird.
So, we, to catch you guys up on all the events that took place and what's
All
going
the
on,
events, yeah, because I'm sure this has been an eventful day.
The mall where we were at JCPenney's.
We went from Hobby Lobby to the mall.
The warranty on the ring does not cover lost or stolen. I pretty much kind of figured that.
I hope not, Willow.
Because anyone can go in there and say, well, I lost and stole my ring. You don't have proof of it, and then get a brand new one. So I get why it isn't covered. I totally get it.
Yeah, why would their insurance cover stolen rings? The fuck? Like, maybe if you had homeowners insurance and someone burglarized your house, but like getting an insurance policy at a fucking ring store and like, because then you could just be like, yeah, it was stolen, and then get new rings for like, no, like that's stupid. Does he not? I'm annoyed. Hunter. I was gonna say Hunter. Thank you for the. Do you have any opinions on Azalea Banks? Okay, Azalea Banks. I do have opinions on this, actually, because I've been like following it because of a podcast I listen to. Azalea Banks is super problematic, and I think that it's going to talk. It's going to talk.
Hi, King. Do you have any opinions on Azalea Banks?
Okay. I think she's incredibly problematic, but I don't think she's a liar. So I do think that the whole Grimes Elon Musk thing where like she was waiting in his fucking house for 2 days while Elon Musk is like dropping Molly and doing tweets and shit like that. I think that's true as fuck. I do think that that's really happening. Elon Musk, I do think he's like doing wonders, I guess, in like the energy sector, but like I do think there's something not all right there. Okay. And yeah, so that's my opinion on the Azalea Banks thing. I'm here for it. I think that it should be turned into an HBO miniseries. I can't wait to see what else happens, to be real.
But Ricky's work is taking every precaution, from what he told me, that they are trying to take every precaution. They're searching high and low. They told him to go home. They're like, just look at home for it. Go up to the store where you bought it, see if the warranty, what they can do for you, and they're just basically trying to really work with him and like be understanding about the whole situation. So they said if they find it, they're gonna call him, give him a call and let him know what's going on, if they find the ring or not.
His hair bothers me so much.
So after that all took place, we hung out at the mall for a little bit, just walking around from different stores, just catching up and talking to people that we ran into that we knew. While her nephew.
Thank you so much
for two being so obsessed with drag. They're so boring and casually racist. They're boring as heck. I can't stand watching him. He wants to be Amber Lynn. I used to love AB. Then she went crazy.
Yeah, Azalea Banks was like, I remember when she first came out and like 411 came out and like everyone, was it 411? I don't think it was 411. I don't remember the name of the song. I knew it was Numbers though. She was like super, everyone was like, oh yeah, fucking, yeah, she's gonna do this shit or whatever, and then she like lost her goddamn mind. I'm not surprised that Ricky and Eric are casually a little bit just teensy a little bit racist, because there's been this really big divide in the drag community about like how certain drag performers, especially Rue girls, are like lifted up and then others are not for like doing the same shit, right? Like there's been this really staunch divide between like queens of color and then like white queens, and how like their white queens are almost applauded for doing the same shit, and how a black queen has to do so much more to get the same kind of amount of recognition. And I'm not that surprised. Like I'm not that surprised that like that's kind of what's going on in that community, because like shit like that happens in all parts of our society. So I mean, but they never touch on that shit. And usually their favorite drag queens and stuff, from what I understand, are those drag queens that don't really push the envelope that much and are just those like stereotypical feminine looking drag queens that are fishy. Like I know Amberlynn talks about how Pheromone is like her favorite drag queen. I'm not saying Pheromone ain't shit. I'm just saying that like Pheromone doesn't really push the envelope that much. She just does hyper femininity, which has like been done to death. So like that's just I don't think she's a bad drag queen, but like I think that kind of shows a lot to like why to like their kind of like beliefs on like what drag is supposed to be or whatever. Like I know Eric's favorite drag queen I think is Trixie or whatever, and like I think Trixie's a dope ass drag queen, but I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Shangela was fucking robbed. Shangela was robbed as fuck. Okay, Shangela deserved that fucking win. Fuck anyone else who says anything else. I don't care. Your opinion is wrong. Shangela should have won All Stars season 4. That is my belief, and you know what? Fight me. Fight me if you think any differently.
Was at the doctor's appointment, and finally after it got done, we all met up and went to Wasabi Express, and we are just now leaving there. We all went out to eat and just had a good time and just talked. So we're heading back to the house now. We're just going to be hanging out there for the night, just having a good time. I think we're going to go swimming later on. I'm not entirely for sure. I think I'm pretty sure that's happening. So yeah, because they packed swimming clothes and they're staying the night, and tonight's going to be a really good night. We're all just going to have fun. I can't wait for it. But today's been a good day so far, otherwise than, the unfortunate events that, you can't control. He's really upset about it, and pouty.
I mean,
Ricky looks like he's been losing weight.
Broody, but it's just like, that means a lot to me. Like I said, whenever we were at the jewelry store, there's a lot of shit gay people had to go through to get married. And here I go and I lose my ring. The fucking
It's just a ring. Hannah Brooke Jones, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't have time to watch now, but some coins. I'll come back.
I don't have time to watch now, but enjoy some coins. I'll come back to watch this later. Love from Japan, open mouth smile.
Oh wow, I got some Japanese fans in here, dude. The fuck? Wow, thank you so much for the super chat. That's so crazy. It's crazy how like you make videos and like you reach people from all over the world. Like I had someone who messaged me because one of my live streams got blocked in like the Middle East for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't know what it was. I don't know I know that because a lot of my streams, my streams don't get monetized because I play music in the background, and I don't know, I had friends and stuff that are like, yo, you shouldn't play music in the background so your streams can get monetized. But like honestly, sitting here without any kind of music in the background would be so fucking boring. And you guys talk about how much you like my playlist or whatever, so it's like I'm gonna play it. But someone a long time ago, or not a long time ago, like a month ago, they messaged me on Twitter, and they were like, your stream got blocked, like in Uzbekistan. I'm not gonna say the word right, so I don't want to say it. Let me look it up real quick. I'm gonna look it up real quick because I don't want to say it wrong because it's like stupid. It was Turkestan. No, it's Azerbaijan. Oh my God, I'm not gonna say it right, and I'm gonna feel really bad. Azerbaijan. I can't say it. I'm just gonna type it out. Azerbaijan. I don't know. I can't say it. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. From there. And they messaged me and they're like, your stream is blocked in my country. And then I looked and it was like I was blocked from there, Pakistan, Turkey, like all these places like in the Middle East. My stream got blocked and I don't know what it was. I don't know if there was a certain song that was played in the background. But yeah, that was what it was.
thing is though, I've had it for 3 damn years. No problem. And now there it goes, like just out of thin air. Like how it got off my finger, I will never know.
Maybe you'll find it, or maybe we'll find it at home, or your work will
Fingers
find
crossed,
it.
please God, because it's just like, it's in the back of my head.
They're the gays we make fun of on our RPDR cringe ha.
I need to go on that subreddit.
Know,
That's pretty. I'm like, subscribed to like RuPaul's Drag Race drama subreddit. I don't really fucks with the RuPaul's Drag Race regular subreddit that much, but yeah.
Even if we do have to buy a new one, like, I don't know, I want to do this whole thing where, like, you know, I ask you to marry me again, and then, like, you know, we act like we got married. That way it has the sentimental value, too. Because, I don't know.
Is he talking about renewing their vows? Like, that they're renewing their vows, right? Like, you could just say that, not, like, say, you do this whole thing where I, like, pretend to marry you again, blah, blah, blah. It's just a ring at the end of the day. I understand that it may have some sentimental value, but, like, I would imagine that the relationship, like, is more important, and that would be more important to cultivate than like making sure you have your ring at all times. Like, it's just a ring.
An extra, I guess, but
And it also doesn't sound like it was an heirloom or something. Like they were going to a store to try to see if their insurance policy would replace it. So it's not like it was an heirloom.
moral of the story, I hate that I lost it. Sorry.
So right now we are
His
heading
hair,
out.
dude. What is this haircut? What is this? What is this hair? Just cut it off. Do you a favor. Do us all a favor and just cut it the fuck off. My God. It's like a Brillo pad. It's not good.
The battle cry of someone who just lost when she calls us sad and lonely people when she has no other defense of her manipulative and honestly concerning behavior. Love you, MX Goat.
Thank you so much. I agree with everything you just said. Savage as fuck. He got noodle hair. Oh, one of my favorite, my all-time. Thank you so much for the super chat, Olivia. Thank you so much. I love you too. Love you.
I love you, Dad.
One of ramen hair. Everyone's saying that. One of my all-time favorite reads from any Real Housewives show ever was when Claudia Jordan referred to Nene Leakes' hair as ramen noodles. I fucking died. Claudia Jordan wasn't like the best housewife, but her reads were so fucking on point. Oh God, loved it.
And well, Rebecca and I, whatever. And we're heading out. She has a doctor's appointment, and we've got to stop and pay water. So
Someone also was bringing this up. How does Becky have health insurance? Does she get health insurance through her unemployment, like because she quit or whatever? I don't, because Amber doesn't have health insurance. So like, or do they pay for a policy out of the marketplace? I'm sure when she was working her regular job, that she was getting insurance through there. But like, was she fired or was she like, or did she quit and or is she on Medicaid? Like, that confuses me.
yeah, fun running errands. How you feeling?
Man, I don't want to do it.
How you feel? How you feel? Bitch.
Becky's
doctor
gained so much
offices.
weight, and I'm not trying to be
Doctor
mean,
appointments.
but it's just true, dude.
I don't know what I just do. They are do. I don't know.
She has some weird phobia about doctors. I don't know, I guess. She's odd. Like, are you afraid of doctors?
Yeah, they're scary.
Why are doctors scary? I love doctors. I hit on my doctors. I pretty much sexually harass my doctors now that I think about it, which is, I need to like really work on that. That's fucked up. I don't sexually harass them, but I've told this one doctor in particular that I think he's very good looking. I don't think that that's sexual harassment by any means. I'm not like grabbing him or anything, but like oh my God, I love doctors. I love my women doctor. They are the dude. I have some of the best doctors I've seen in my life. My pediatrician, Dr. Rao, fucking best doctor I've ever had. She was fucking amazing. She was from India. I love going to the doctor. I love going somewhere and having like an intellectual conversation with someone who's knowledgeable about like what is going on in my body. And I want to know, and I want to absorb everything that they have to say, because I think it's important for me to know what's going on in my life and what's going on with my health, you know? So I don't understand why she's so afraid of them. I understand that there's things like white coat syndrome, and I understand it, and I totally get it. But like, I think that you should like really fucking try to understand your doctor on like a personal level and like build a relationship with them and like learn to trust them, you know? I just think that that's important. Kimberly Geary, thank you so much for the super chat. It's gonna say it, and then I'll respond to it. But yeah, I think that like my GP is a silver fox 100%. Yes, my regular doctor, he's like this younger Asian guy. Here he goes. Ready?
From one future nurse to another. Keep up the good work. I love watching you during my study breaks.
Oh, yeah. Nurse, hey, Nurse Coalition, Nurse Power, Nurse Clan. Like, I can't wait to like officially be a nurse, to like have all the nurse friends or whatever, because nurses like seem to be like really not cliquey, but they really look out for each other. But anyway, I was saying my GP, my regular doctor, he's like a younger Asian dude. I think he's like 36 or something, and he's from Canada. He's so hot. Oh my, it's so like, I almost was like, I don't know if I can see you because you're too good looking, and I don't know if I can be like vulnerable around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there has to be like a sense of like vulnerability when you are seeing these doctors, because like if I'm gonna like take for instance, like if I have a hemorrhoid or whatever, and it's like if I go in there and I'm like, yo, I got a hemorrhoid, he's gonna tell me to pull my pants down and like so he can get up in there and see it, right? Like I don't know, he's borderline too good looking for that, so I'm kind of like but he's such a good doctor and he's always had my back 100% in things that have happened. So I just think that like if you can get to know your doctor on a more personal level, you can get rid of that stigma of like being super afraid of them, because they're ultimately only there to help you. Lil bitch, super chat. AL said Zach wouldn't have any views without her. I don't think that's true in the slightest. Zach is funny as fuck. Zach's funnier than I am, I think. So I think Zach's just finally getting his comeuppance, and people are finally, you know, really getting to know his personality and stuff. And I think he's going to take off. Same with Willow. Same with
Al
Sarcastic
said Zach
Potato.
wouldn't
Same
have
with anyone.
any views without her tears of joy.
Amberlynn wouldn't get any views if she wasn't. If Amberlynn was a skinny girl, or Amberlynn was a thinner girl, and she wasn't 540 pounds, no one would give a fuck about Amberlynn either. So, yeah.
What? Yeah, you never know when they're going to stick you with stuff and probe and poke. And
That sounds like a good time.
You go for one little blood test, and next thing you know, you got brain cancer and you're going to die.
That's not how that works, Becky.
I mean,
Love you.
Oh my God, Jessica, thank you so much for the super chat. You're so generous. I don't deserve you. I don't deserve any of you. You guys are just amazing people.
it's happened to
Being
people I
poked and
know.
probed, that sounds like a typical Friday night.
Like literally, this man I knew, he was a family friend. He was fine. He was
Notice how Becky always has like a family friend that's gone through some kind of ordeal to like help her like bolster her narrative of like medicine being bad or something. Like Amber was talking about that too. Like they were like, oh, you should get weight loss surgery. Well, Becky knows someone who knew someone who knew someone who was related to someone who like went to school with, who also like had coffee with one time, who saw him in an aisle at Walmart while they were checking out, that died of having weight loss surgery. Like she's that person. She's that person to a T, who's like, well, I knew someone that knew someone. Like, I hate that.
healthy and everything. Went for one little doctor visit. Oh, you have cancer. Literally after that, he started looking bad, started like going.
She is that redneck knowledge of like how medicine works. Like, I can't.
Downhill like crazy, and then he died like 2 months later.
I doubt that. That's not real. That never happened. Just like how she thinks majorum means margarine. That never fucking happened, okay? This bitch doesn't even know what a spice is. So I doubt that that's real.
And pay that real quick, and then we'll see you guys in like 2.5. Hello. So we are leaving the doctor's office. Becky just got done getting seen. Instead of me explaining it all, I mean, unless you want to explain it all, like. You know.
Oh, I had to get a B12 shot.
Oh yeah, you got your B12 shot.
Then I'm getting tested for H. pylori.
Which is such a hassle of getting rid of, because I speak from experience.
Oh, she got H. pylori now? Fuck, that
like
sucks.
a virus type
It's not a virus. It's a bacterial infection. It is not a virus.
of
Infection. Like,
yeah, in my stomach.
Yeah.
That causes like pain and acid reflux to act up and all kinds of bad issues.
And then, oh, your blood pressure.
It's not a viral.
Your blood pressure was
Oh yeah.
very well, they said this time, and you hadn't even taken your medicine today.
Right. Yeah.
Do they not understand how like blood pressure medicine works? Like if you take it for long periods of time, just because you didn't take it that day doesn't mean that that's not in your system still. Like there's a half-life, and like it takes a while for a medication to slowly work its way out of your system. Like, dude, these people are so dumb. I'm surprised they're still alive.
They said like it wasn't, ideal, but it was.
So it wasn't good, is what you're saying, right? So her blood pressure, I bet you she came in there and her blood pressure, instead of being like 160 over 100, it was like 140 over 95. And they're like, well, it's a little bit better. Like, it's still real bad. Like,
Good.
Yeah, it was like nothing that he was going to complain about, he said, but it's not where he wanted to be. But then you also followed up and told him that you didn't even take your medicine today. He said, oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, if you haven't even taken your medicine today. He's like, yeah.
Because I usually don't take it till around now.
So then it's still in your system. I can't. I fucking can't, dude. I can't. These people are so stupid. These people are so dumb. Like, I take a beta blocker every day, right? And so my heart rate is always pretty low. Speaking of which, I actually have to go to the doctor in a couple weeks to split my medication to get a lower dose, because my heart rate is so fucking low now. But that's neither here nor there. But if I take my beta block, I take my beta blocker every night at 11 p.m. Okay. Throughout that 24 hours, there's still beta blocker in my system. Okay. There's still atenolol running through these veins, regulating my heart rate. Just because you haven't taken it in like 23 hours doesn't mean it's not in your system anymore. I can't, dude. Oh my God, they're so stupid. I hate it. I hate how dumb they are.
Just remember to take that once you get home.
Get home.
Get home.
Oh my, this is riveting
It's
content.
just like, you know,
I feel like if I ever get merch, one of the first shirts that I'm going to get made is it's going to say, "This is riveting content," because I say that a lot.
my throat is so sore, it's killing me, and I was just like, oh my God.
Do you have any chloroseptic?
What is that?
Chloroseptic, the red stuff?
Can we also talk about how many fucking things these people have wrong with them? Like, Becky's, like, dude, she's always got something going on. Like, maybe it's like your weight, and maybe your body's telling you that, like, maybe you should try to lose some weight and you might feel a little bit better. Just a thought.
Oh, ew.
What? Oh, come on, whatever.
Well, I was worried I had caught strep because my
She's a hypochondriac.
got rid of it recently.
Her great nephew. It always blows my mind when people have such big ass fucking like families or whatever. They're like, yeah, my great nephew twice removed. Like, I can't relate to that because my mom, I don't have a relationship with my dad, so I don't really have that much of a relationship with my dad's side of the family. And my mom was just one of two siblings, and my uncle has two. I have two cousins on that side. So like our family's super fucking small, so it always trips me out when people are like, yeah, my great grand nephew, or it's like, the fuck? Like, I can't. It's a little much for me.
Babysat him like 2 days ago. I have a fever, and he was saying that the acid reflux can cause burns in your throat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you
worry,
wouldn't, you couldn't get there by yourself. You couldn't be like, shit, the acid from my stomach is coming up through my esophagus and it hurts. Maybe that's what's causing my throat to hurt. No, it's got to be strep. I'm dying. It's tonsillitis. I need a tonsillectomy immediately. No, God forbid we couldn't get there on that logic train by ourselves. We had to go to a doc. I bet that doctor's like, these fucking idiots pay me so much fucking money to come here, get these B12 shots and shit, and there's nothing wrong with this bitch. She's just fat. I guarantee you she walks out of there and they laugh about it.
It was causing that in your mouth, whatever, sores from...
Got a stomach ache. It has to be H. pylori. It can't be that maybe I ate pizza or Taco Bell too many times. I have H. pylori. I'm dying. I've got colitis. It's over. I need a fucking colostomy bag. Like, I can't. It's so, the dramatics is like too much for me.
The acid was coming up and stuff like that, yeah. Oh, I was there with her and she was kind of nervous, not nervous, but she was a little anxious.
Thank you for the super chat.
Becky should lose Amber to lose the weight, no joke.
I honestly, if you've noticed too, is when people are not around Amber, they do tend to lose weight. That's like a direct correlation. So in Amber world, you can catch your fat.
Getting the B12 shot again, and then she was getting her blood drawn, and like I was holding her hand, and she was like all nervous because where she has such small veins in her arm, it's hard for them to get in there and to...
I'm gonna call bullshit on that one as someone who is fat, who has fat arms. Right here, these are my bat wings right here.
I hate that they make Kentucky just look so ignorant. I promise we aren't all this way.
Thank you so much for the super chat. I know that you guys aren't all that way. I know someone who lives in Kentucky, and she's like the most flyest ass bitch that's ever existed, and I fucking love everything about her. Kelly, you know I'm talking about you, girl. Skank Cunt 420, love her to death. Or is it 420? I know it's Skank Cunt, but yeah, I love her to death. I want to just point this out. Okay, as someone who's been super overweight, I have really big, thick arms. Okay, like you can see them here. When I was super overweight, it was always impossible for the phlebotomist to get blood from me, or the nurses to get blood from me from here, from right here. So they would always take it from my hand. So I have a scar here now from where I would get blood. It wasn't because I had small veins. It's because I was fat as fuck. Okay, and then as I've lost weight, and I'm more hydrated and stuff now when I go to get my blood work, they can take it from here because there's not a shit ton of fat in the way, and my veins are bigger also from working out a little bit. So So Becky, you don't have small, tiny veins. You have fat fucking arms. Okay. So the fat around your arms makes your veins look small. It's not. You weren't born with small veins. Okay. You have fat arms. Nat Bites Back. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, why couldn't Ale go to the doctor with Becky? Because Amber's on her bedbound journey. Duh.
Okay, why couldn't Al go to the doctor
Bedbound by
with
Christmas.
Becky?
Find it and get the blood out. So she was a little nervous about that.
Yeah, I thought they were going to have to stick me like 4 or 5 times. There's been times that they have literally not even been able to get a vein because my veins are so deep and so tiny.
Yeah, and
Deep is the word. Deep, aka you have fat fucking arms. That's what that means.
she was even saying that to you. She was like,
You're
man,
fat.
your vein's deep. She kept like trying to dig and find it. And
That's a nice way of the phlebotomist being like, you're fat as fuck, and I can't even get to your veins in your arm. You want to know something? Okay, I'll tell you all a story or whatever. When I was at my highest weight, I had to go to the emergency room or whatever, and I remember the EMT came and got me, and they got me in the ambulance. I was so fat they couldn't get any veins in my arms or my hands. I was having an allergic reaction to tramadol. I didn't know that I was allergic to tramadol. I took tramadol. Throat swollen, fucking shaking, convulsing. I remember where I live, we live in the city I live in, the ordinance is that, well, one of the ordinances is that we don't have to pay for the ambulance rides. It's part of our city taxes. But another thing is whenever an ambulance gets called, the firefighters have to show up too. So it's the most literally embarrassing thing in the world, right? So when you call 911 here, like the ambulance and the fire truck is waiting outside for you, but it's just, that's how it is. My throat was closing. I couldn't take oral pills. I couldn't take the Benadryl or whatever. So they came, they got me in the stretcher. I'm on the ambulance and they're trying to get an IV in me to start giving me intravenous anaphylactic medication or whatever. I don't know, Benadryl or whatever. I don't really know what they're trying to do. They couldn't get a vein. So they had to put a vein in my foot. They had to put an IV. The guy had to start an IV in the ambulance, in the back of the car, in the back of the ambulance, in my foot. And I remember I rolled into and he finally got it after a while and it hurt like fuck. But I remember walking into getting wheeled into the fucking thing and into the hospital bay. And I remember the nurses looking at me like, well, that's a first. Like, I remember them being like, we've never seen someone with an IV port in their fucking foot. Like, they've seen them in the neck. They've seen the chest ones, the arm ones, the hand ones. They hadn't seen a foot one yet, I guess. It had been a while. And I remember that being another moment in my life being like, well, fuck, dude, like, I'm so fucking fat that, like, if shit were to go down, the medical professionals around here wouldn't be able to help me because they can't even, like, put IVs in my body. I'm so fucking fat. Like, and that was another realization on my, like, moment of, like, epiphanies to, like, I need to start losing some fucking weight. So, yeah, that's my story.
I only did, but you got the phlebotomist that I normally get there, and she's excellent at what she does. She is so good. She's like, Becky even sat there and told her, she's like, it didn't even hurt. I didn't even, like, really feel anything. She's like, yeah, after she got done, she's like, you're the best. No argument about it. She's like, you're the best.
Well, one time I went to the ER and I had to get like an IV or my blood taken, something with a needle, and they.
Yeah, Dre, in my foot, it was like the most. I remember the doctor came in and he was like, "You have an IV in your foot." I was like, "This is so," and I was like so groggy and shit from whatever they gave me. I think what he said was they gave me adrenaline in the ambulance, but then when I got to the hospital, they gave me some kind of Benadryl. They gave me a shit ton of Benadryl, I think, through IV, and it made me so and I was like in this weird semi-state of like the adrenaline in my body still, but the Benadryl kicking in. It was weird. Also, feeling the IV go up through your leg it felt like I was peeing my pants all the time. I don't know why. Every time they would put something in or they'd put the saline solution in, I could feel it going up my leg. It was the worst feeling in the world.
They couldn't get it in. They couldn't even find a vein. Well, then they was
She
trying
got
to like
deep ass
feel
pores.
for
That's a lot of
pulse.
texture right
like,
there.
I guess they were trying to take my blood pressure manually,
Mm-hmm.
and they couldn't even find my pulse. And they were like, "Are you alive?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure I am."
I'm breathing. But now we're heading back to the house. I'm trying to get caught up on Big Brother. I'm trying to get to where
That's
Becky
the new one. It's Eki. Eric and Becky is Eki. When Eki and whenever they're together, I think they do have a true, genuine relationship. You can tell that they really do get along. It's just when Amber's around where shit just goes south.
Yes.
Also, remember when Destiny and Amber started to break up? This is what was happening. Is Amber would like stop going and showing up for things, and that really put a damper on Destiny because Destiny liked to go out with her family and her friends and stuff like that. I would not be surprised if like this is like the beginning of the end.
And get caught up with them because she really wants us to watch it and get caught up and and everything. So
It's okay,
Yeah,
right?
and I keep spilling secrets.
She keeps like giving things away and spoiling things. It's freaking hilarious. And I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like,
I'm really, really bad about doing that with Amber Lynn. Like if we're watching a movie and I've already seen it, and she's like, oh my gosh, what's about to happen? And I'm just like, well, you don't have to worry about it too long. And she's just like, why are you telling me that?
yeah, like whenever I pick up on things, I'm like, you said it this way. And she's like,
No, I
and then
didn't.
she'll smile and she'll be like, no, I didn't say it like that. I didn't mean this. That's not what I said. That's not what I meant. And I'm like, no, bitch. I was like, I'm on to you. I know what you're doing. Like, you said it this way. I was like, no, I got you.
It's so easy to slip up, especially with Big Brother.
It really is. But we're heading back to the house now. We're pulling in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog.
We
and look
didn't.
forward to the next one. And I'll see you guys
I'm not.
then. Bye. Say bye, Rebecca.
Damn, they got home real fast. That doctor's real close. So funny. There's nothing original about like his goodbye thing or whatever either. It's like, of course, he stole it from Alaska. Hi, bye. It's like that's been done. It's like that was dead in 2017. Yawn, exactly. Oh my god, we've been live for an hour and 51 minutes already. Holy shit. I hate Eric's laugh, yeah. I agree. Cricket. Has anyone seen Being Amberlynn Reed for a Day from the YouTuber Cheyenne Buckaloo? I have not. Have you ever seen She Curves Michael? I have not. I know a fat girl flows and I really don't like her. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna do a video about like their side channel because they like said some shit that really bothered the fuck out of me. Please do a podcast about eating habits, disorders, dieting. I mean, I would love to, but honestly, I'm not that knowledgeable and shit like that. I would only talk from personal experience. Do you watch Braxton Family Values? I did up until like 2 seasons ago. Ricky's voice scares you. I'd honestly support the F out of ALR if she really tried. I agree, but she does lie. What is this? I don't know what I'm supposed to read. Sorry. Is Fat Girl Flo still doing porn? Ew, she does porn? Not surprised. I don't know. I'll give you a little tidbit into like what I want to talk about with the whole Fat Girl Flows and her partner, because I believe that person does not go by it. She's, oh my god, I believe that person is non-binary and they go by they them their pronouns. They were talking about how if you're a fat person and you lose weight, you shouldn't post your results and stuff online because that's fat shaming. Bitch, bye. Like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. So like, me trying to like better my life and my health is like somehow fat shaming. Like, you're stupid. And that's my issue with body positivity. Like, people have asked me in the past, like, if I agree with the whole body positivity thing. Fuck no, not shit like that. Fuck no. Like, that's some bullshit. And also, the body positivity movement was like taken by really fat women, and like there's no inclusivity about it anymore. If you start to lose weight, you're somehow out. There's no men involved in any of the campaigns, which is very interesting to me, because to assume that men also don't have like body issues either and body image issues either is like stupid. They don't include people who are underweight. They never include those people. Like, I don't know. It bothers the fuck out of me. There's a lot of things with body positivity that bother the fuck out of me. And I'm pretty fucking liberal. Like, and you guys can probably notice that about me and my viewpoints. But, dude, I can't. People have come after me even before I started doing YouTube videos or whatever. And I didn't even really know I was friends with people like that. I posted a before and after of like my progress with my weight loss, and I had never received hate really online before then. And I had so many people come to me and be like, you know, you shouldn't post this. Like, this isn't conductive to like positive body image. Like, but you know what? I don't give a fuck about how you fucking feel. Okay. And if that bothers you that much, then unfollow me. Like, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I'm proud of what I've accomplished.
Hello.
Oh my God. That scared the shit out of me. I don't care about this person. In the afterlife. It's gonna be loud as fuck. I already know it.
Hello.
No. Cheyenne Fearson? I have no idea who this person is. She got 125,000 followers. Or subscribers. Flying while fat. Oh, great. A person whose whole identity is wrapped around being fat. That's great. I'm so glad. She doesn't really post that much. Are these new posts? Her last post was like a year ago. Something must have gone down. These aren't her most... That's interesting. Oh, we got a super chat.
You are my stress relief. Love the petty heart.
Thank you, Kellen. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so hungry. I need to eat dinner. Oh my God. All right. Well, we're coming up on that 2 hours. I'm gonna look into She Curves a little bit because I feel like there's a story there somewhere and I don't know about it yet. So I'm gonna look into it a little bit. Because if you ain't posting a year like that, something must have happened, right? Oh, she posted a goodbye video.
Here.
Oh, well, I'm gonna watch this in a little bit. But anyway, I want to thank so much everyone for coming. This has been a blast. I fucking love it. Tune in to AmberCon Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Willow Davis is going to be there. Zachary Michael's going to be there. CXNT, also known as Cunt, is going to be there. Sarcastic Potato is going to be there. We're going to shoot the shit. We're going to have a ton of fucking fun. We're just going to talk about our experiences with Amber and why we started making these videos and blah, 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 and all that good shit. We're going to also talk about some deep things, too, and we're going to have like a well-rounded discussion about everything. It's going to be a fucking blast. I can't wait. We're just going to do it through Google Hangouts. So I'm not going to have like all the stream stuff too. It's just going to be us talking for however long we're going to talk for. I'm not sure how long we're going to talk for. Maybe 2 hours. It depends on how long and how much time. Yeah, so tune in on Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not subscribed to those people already, go and subscribe to them because they're fucking hilarious and I love them dearly. But until next time, toodles!